Africa's countryside lends tin-roofed homes nestled amongst mountain-lined skies. Here, you see farm animals roaming freely. This is where Chris spent his childhood when he wasn't in the city of Nairobi. His main responsibility being that of watching over the family's sheep and goats, sometimes at night, protecting them from potential predators that lurked through the African bush. This, the act of being a protector and a caregiver, is a trait that does not stop at the family farm. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Celebrant Kate Donohue, and I thank you on behalf of the family of Chris Kaimoi for joining us in the celebration of Chris's life today. I will be honoring his life through story as told by his family and loved ones. Born on December 30th, 1989, to Michael Chesika and Dr. Lillian Chesika, Chris Chesang Kaimoi was born into the Kalenjin tribe, a tribe located along the eastern region of Central Africa, a people who boast the fastest runners and Olympians in the world. I mean 4-minute mile fast. And not just first place, Kalenjin runners will hold second, third, fourth, and fifth places in their marathons. Growing up in the city, Chris quickly became interested in electronics. He would disassemble and reassemble the family's televisions and computers, or anything with wires he could decipher. He attended an all-boys boarding school where he looked forward to the school dances, the only time they were able to socialize with girls from a neighboring all-girls school. And of course, when his parents occasionally visited during lunch, they would bring him his favorite food, ugali, a maize flour porridge, paired with stew and sometimes goat. Afrobeat and reggae were played often. Soccer and swimming in the family pool was a favorite pastime. And when he was 13, he entered manhood. This rite of passage took place during a ceremony that involved 30 days completely secluded with other men of his family and tribe. During this, he was put through rigorous and painful tests, unable to flinch, shed tears, nor show a single trace of pain across his face. At 17, he was given a management responsibility at the family restaurant, a restaurant that sourced its meats and veggies from the same farm that Chris visited in the countryside as a child and young adult. After deciding on information technology as a major, Chris quickly began looking at schools abroad. Europe was an option and thoroughly considered. However, he quickly set his sights on Michigan State University in 2010. MU was known for their fairly large Kenyan student body population. However, a semester passes and he's talking to a friend at Wichita State University. They explain the lower cost of tuition, cost of living, and most likely the immigrant-friendly diverse campus of WSU. He makes the jump and lands here in spring of 2010. Here in Wichita, Chris's roommate, Anthony, also a fellow member of the Kalenjin tribe, frequently invites friends and friends of friends over to their home in between classes and on weekends. Enter Valencia. After becoming good friends, Chris asks Valencia out to the movies. The movie, we're not so sure of what it was. Nevertheless, good friends turned into best friends. Valencia and Chris were not just girlfriend and boyfriend, as Valencia says. They were simply best friends. Chris's protector and caregiver abilities continue to show through his first couple years here in the States. Both Chris and Valencia start working at House of Hope, a local organization that placed disabled adults with mentors. Chris is introduced to Martin, and they click immediately. Every time Martin saw Chris, he would light up with excitement, and Chris would take Martin to Sonic for happy hour slushes, amusement parks where he rode the roller coaster as many times as Martin wanted, and to fellow House of Hope mentors' homes to watch weekly baseball games in the spring and summertime. Valencia says Martin's parents saw the effect Chris had on Martin and always thanked him for being so good to their son. Chris proposes one night after they had returned home from a dinner date. On August 17th, 2012, Chris and Valencia were surrounded by friends as they said their vows at the Sedgwick County Courthouse in downtown. When the two learned they were expecting a child, Chris was scared. Still being in school, he was uncertain of the ways that he could provide for his new family. Valencia kept coming back to the name Kenya for their baby girl. She distinctly remembers Chris saying, "No one in Kenya is actually named Kenya." And so they settled on Amaya Chesing Kaimoi. Chesing was chosen by Lillian, Chris's mother, Chesing being the female counterpart of Chesing, Chris's middle name. On May 30th, 2013, Amaya is born, and all of his uncertainties leave him. As we've noticed this detail about him since he was very young, his natural caregiver wherewithal absolutely shines with the arrival of Amaya. He holds Amaya in his arms for hours as he walks around the house to calm her in the middle of the night. And birthdays, they were filled with cakes adorned by Mickey Mouse and Frozen characters picked out by Chris every year. Bounce houses and zoo trips were the usual. He loved making Amaya's birthdays special. She turns 4 while visiting Chris's family in Kenya. Since her friends could not make it to this birthday celebration in particular, Chris starts knocking on neighbors' doors, looking for enough neighbor kids to pile in their rental car and shuttle them back to the party, so she was not celebrating alone. This is when Valencia remembers seeing Chris the happiest she's seen him. He was proud sharing his home with his new family, and his new family with his home. On December 3rd, 2019, Chris officially becomes a citizen of the United States of America. Trips will be taken to Texas, Puerto Rico, St. Louis, Kansas City, and the last to Garden of the Gods in Colorado, where they hiked through its rust-colored towers and pine-filled landscapes. When they aren't traveling, they were visiting sunflower fields and making zoo trips to Tanganyika Zoo. One day, Amaya had been zooming around, running back and forth on one of their outings, and Chris says, "She runs so fast because she's a collagen." Because they were so active, it was easy to notice when Chris started to become continuously tired and fatigued. He was not his usual self. In mid-September, doctor's visits are made, and he is diagnosed with hepatorenal syndrome. His liver is shutting down, and they have given him 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, he prays and he prays. And he still continues to take care of his family with grocery runs and chores around the house. He always knew how to take care of his girls. October 6th, Amaya colors a picture for her dad, and Chris is surrounded by family as he meets the Lord. Valencia tells him, "I love you. I will always love you. I will take care of Amaya as you would want me to." As we remember Chris today, think of all the lessons his life and legacy have taught us. Remember to take care of the ones around you. Capture every moment as you wish to, even if it annoys your significant other just a little bit. Travel to new places. Take chances and make life-changing decisions no matter how uncomfortable it may make you. Find happiness in happy hour splashes and planning a child's birthday party. Just know that he's with you while you are doing all of these things. You are who you are because of his role in your life. whatever that role may have been. And he is who he is because of you.